What's up, guys? Welcome back to our little mini series on how to buy a home. Today we'll be talking about the expenses associated with owning a home. So stay tuned to figure out how much it costs to be a homeowner. Fast before we get started, just want to thank all of our subscribers, repeat viewers, everyone that leaves likes. Really appreciate you guys, and you're really helping the channel grow. If you guys haven't yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the Wasatch Front Living YouTube channel. It'll help us grow, and it'll make sure you get notified whenever we put out new content just like this. Also, I'm a realtor here in Utah, and so if you're looking to buy or sell a home, please reach out to me. My contact info is in the description of the video. It's at the bottom of this video. And you can also download my app. It's super easy to do. Either you copy and paste the link that's right there, or you can go ahead and text Utah Homes by Andy to the phone number listed in the video and in the description. That way, it'll just take you right to the App Store, download it, and you'll have access to all the homes available to you here in the Wasatch Front. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. So that first big payment that you're gonna see, and that probably everyone knows about, is a mortgage payment. This has a lot of different factors that goes into it, such as the rate that you get from your lender, as well as the amount of money you put down, your credit score, which affects the rate, and so on. But basically, just as an example, I have a client that is purchasing a home for around $316,000, and they got a great rate at 2.625%. And so their mortgage payment, not including the other things, just their mortgage payment is gonna be around $1,300 a month. So that is ideal because he's got such a good rate. That could vary all the way up to $1,600 for just the principal and interest, depending on the kind of rate you get and the amount of money you put down. So you can expect to pay somewhere in that range of $1,200 up to $1,600 just for principal and interest towards your mortgage. Next thing is homeowners insurance. It's just like having car insurance or even life insurance. It's there just in case. Plus, if you don't buy your home in cash, a lender will make sure that you have homeowners insurance just in case anything happens to the home, so that they are covered and also you're covered, because you don't want to be out of a home with no options, right? So homeowners insurance is pretty important. It's not a big expense. The Utah average is around $700 a year, and so you can expect to be paying anywhere in $50 to $70 a month towards homeowners insurance. That's just an average. It could be higher, it could be lower, and so you have to keep in mind that there's different factors go into that as well. So age of the home, square footage, the type of policy you want. But as an average, a base starting point you can start to think about is anywhere from $50 to $70 a month that will be added as another expense of owning a home. Next item is property taxes. This, again, everything kind of varies based on square footages, year built, property values, etc. With property taxes, it's up to the county assessor. So they get a value for the land that the home is on, and then they get a value for the actual structure. And then they multiply that by a predetermined rate that's chosen each year, and that's kind of spits out how much you owe in property taxes. Here in Utah, I'd say the average you can count on is around $2,000. That's for an average size home. So if you own a multi-million-dollar home, your property taxes are gonna be much higher. If you own a small townhome or a small condo, again, your property taxes will be much lower. So I'd say a safe bet would be around $2,000 a year. If you're smart, you plan for that each month, and you kind of roll that in with your monthly expenses. And so 2,000 divided by 12, that's how much you're gonna be paying each month towards that. And then you just pay your property taxes. But an important thing to do, especially staying current with the local government and things like that, so that you don't have any type of lien filed on your house. It's a big deal, and so it's something very important to take care of. Okay, so the next expense that you can probably count on, especially now, it's hard to find anything nowadays without an HOA. And with an HOA comes an HOA fee. So an HOA fee will typically cover common area maintenance. Sometimes there'll be a slush fund to repair certain things in the neighborhood. It can go towards paying landscapers, snow removal, anything really. If there's a pool in the community, it goes towards servicing that. So the HOA, there's usually board members and they determine the amount the HOA fee will be per year. And I think they meet on an annual basis and decide that. And so if you're in the community, you can voice your opinion, whether the fees are going up or going down, and just have an opinion on the matters that are discussed in those meetings. So for example, in the neighborhood we live in, the HOA fee is $25. That really doesn't get as much, but that's what it is. But out in Daybreak, for example, that's out in South Jordan here in Utah, you can see HOA fees up to $350 or even more than that, based on all the amenities that Daybreak has. So Daybreak is a really nice community, and they upkeep the trails and have events for citizens in that community, but the HOA fees are super high, and that's what Daybreak is known for, is having a strict HOA and having a high HOA fees. But it is a very nice place to live. So there are pros and cons to HOA fees, but it is something, especially in today's world, to kind of count on. Okay, so for our last item today, we're going to be talking about maintenance and type of utility fees. So something you can count on in today's world is you need Wi-Fi. So average cost, I'd say, for Wi-Fi today is about around $70, and that can give you gig speed internet for your entire home. It's not so bad. And then there's Rocky Mountain Power and Dominion Energy, or whatever municipality you're in, it might be different services that they use for power and electric. Those are the big ones that you see quite often. Can be anywhere from $100, $200, $300 depending on the size of your home. And then you can count on sewer, water, trash being somewhere around $80. Again, that is based on consumption each month, so that can go up, that can go down, and that will be greatly affected by how big your home is and where you live. But I'd say a safe bet is anywhere from $80 to $120 for the water, sewer, trash. And then the last fee that we're going to talk about is one of the most important things that you can really do. So it's kind of a slush fund, so it's not necessarily a necessary thing to do, but it's a very smart thing to do. So if you purchase a home, or if your home is worth $350,000, a smart thing to do is to put aside 1% of whatever your home value is each year to go towards fixing HVAC, the roof, whatever it might happen to your home. Because the worst thing that can happen is have the HVAC go out, or have a leak in the roof and not be able to have the money available to fix that. So if you plan ahead and put that money aside each month or annually, a good percentage is 1% of the total value of the home. Towards that, you can be sitting safe and sound and not really have to worry about things happening to your house. Is it still inconvenient? Yes, but you're prepared and you can get that fixed right away and just go on living your life. Okay, so in total, what you're looking at per month, and I just kind of took the averages of all these numbers that we talked about. So the average you're going to be seeing per month is around $2,240. That's including everything we talked about. And so that's playing it smart, having Wi-Fi, the average cost for electricity, gas, all that good stuff. And that's an average HOA fee of $125. You don't see that a ton, but I would say it's right in the middle of what you're going to see, especially for newer communities and things like that. But anyways, $2,240 is about what you'll be paying each month for owning a home here in Utah. Okay guys, well, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode of how to buy a home. And if you guys are interested in buying a home, please reach out as well. Just like I talked about earlier, go ahead and contact me with the info listed at the bottom of this video in the description, and go ahead and download my app. It's super easy. There's the link, you can copy and paste it, it'll take you to the App Store, or just text Utah Homes by Andy to the phone number listed right there in the description.